The next question, the member for Oshawa.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Premier. Yesterday was the first time in a while that this Premier has made himself available to publicly answer questions about the state of things in Ontario, and it was fascinating to watch his unhappy and unhinged answers about license plates. This Premier can frame this fiasco however he wants, but the truth is it took almost 2 weeks for this government to take meaningful action to correct the glaring safety issue of unreadable license plates. If the government's approach to license plates is any indication, how on earth can this province have faith in their plans for education, healthcare, legal aid, clean drinking water, transportation, housing, energy, social services, or the environment? It's just the latest mess. Bucket beer isn't a thing, gas pump stickers didn't stick, and the province has lost money selling weed, and the hits just keep coming. With such a spectacular track record, we all should have seen this coming, even without fancy scanning technology.
Question.
How can the people of Ontario have faith in this government?
Minister of Government and Consumer Services.
Thank you very much, Speaker, because it's an easy answer
Essex,
for the member opposite. Ontarians can have faith in this government because we're demonstrating we're listening.
For Essex, come to order.
Not only listening, we're understanding their concerns and we're taking action. And I can't stress enough, Speaker, that the narrative that the member opposite and our entire party is trying to create is getting very old, because Ontarians know that we're out there working for them. And in terms of the license plates, a solution has been implemented together with our vendor, which is going to see a replacement plan roll out. I am very proud of the people who have worked around the clock to demonstrate that we've taken Ontarians' concerns very seriously. And at the end of the day, Speaker, we heard concerns, we understood, we've taken action,
Response.
And Ontarians are going to be pleased with the outcome. Thank you very much.
The supplementary question.
Thank you. My question is again to the Premier. Ontarians still want answers about license plates, whether this government is happy about that or not. First, they buried their heads in the sand, then they admitted there was a problem, and now they're trying to bury the problem again. This government wants this to go away so badly that now they've signed a non-disclosure agreement with 3M. So no one will ever know the cost or what was or wasn't involved in supposed testing or any other details of this botched job. I would bet that the deal that they made for these plates wouldn't hold up to scrutiny, and that's why they wanted to disappear, not unlike their branded plates. The Premier seems angry that people would dare to question him. He says there will be no cost to the taxpayer. Really? I would say prove it, but you can't. So my question is, whose brave idea was it to hide behind a non-disclosure agreement, and why won't you let Ontario see this contract?
I would remind members to make their comments through the chair. Minister to reply.
Thank you very much. I think what we've just seen here in this House today, Speaker, is a very clear misunderstanding of what business is really all about. The NDP party do not respect commercially sensitive information. And the fact of the matter is, what really matters to Ontarians is that we're a government that listens, we've taken action, and we're ensuring that the new plates that roll out will be based on the feedback that we've been receiving from our stakeholders. I've been meeting and speaking with stakeholders nonstop, Speaker, and I really appreciate their feedback and their investment in helping us move forward. And that's exactly what we're doing, Speaker. We're moving forward with a plan to implement plates that people will be proud of and confident in. Thank you.